Broadcast live.
I love this strategy, man, and and like you also have like humility, which kind of is gonna work, for you moving forward, and kind of move and understand that listen, this is how big the song is, but my life hasn't changed. Some people cannot distinguish between fame and like their lives. We super famous, but you think that that your life has changed because nah, it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being able to distinguish that is actually also very powerful. Now, where do you learn like speaking the vernacular that you teach in Nkalakatha?
So mainly from my boys. Wherever I'm around, like you can ask them. Like I'm curious every day. I'll just like ask them randomly, how do you say this? You know. So it's actually just been an interesting journey because I'm learning like Zulu through making music. But if anything, just so like people understand more, like I actually understand more than I can speak. So if a conversation's like happening around me, I'll catch on to what's being spoken about. And it's always been that way. And I think the one thing that I was like so mad about was that in high school I wanted to take up Siswati as a second language, but they wouldn't let me because I didn't have anyone at home to teach me. So I was like forced to do Afrikaans. And at the same time, in Afrikaans, I was failing. So it's like, rather let me do something that I want to do, like that I'm interested in learning, and so I guess if anything, the stars are just aligning because now with the music, I'm able to like learn as I go,
And I mean, it's not easy to also rap in a different language.
Facts. Sometimes there's like one or two lines where I would have to like literally just put the instrumental down and keep repeating the line, just that line on the record, like, and then we'll like pick out the best pronounced one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's tough. I won't lie, like it's not, if anything, it's making it harder for me to make the music, because I mean, like I can do a beautiful English song right now for you, but the truth of the matter is like we needed to relate to the South African market, and that's where I'm trying to go,
You know what that is saying though? It's and it's a thing that when we look at like in our generation, people never wanted to do the work to relate to the South African market. That's why we became, because we did the work. And then people get comfortable and they speak in English only, and they don't want to do the work to relate. So I think that like and I'm going to use the fact that you are a white dude, actually like saying, I want to do the work to relate. There's your peers, your black peers, they're not trying to do the work to relate. They're trying to do the work to almost like participate, in an international sound, and you want to go, I want to participate, but I also want to relate. And that's key. And I never knew that you were learning as you go. But I guess, without you knowing, that's also, besides you putting in the hours, recording, writing, like preparing for the shows. Just also like speaking the language is work. You know what I mean?
It's like, I mean, I put out a video that like also shook up a bit of social media, and all I said is like, what, we can sound American, but Americans can't sound like us.
I saw that, yeah.
And that's, ever since I've like figured that out in my mind, like my career has just been changing, and if anything, okay, like with Nkalakatha, right, I came through with like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do Zulu, but I'm gonna do a lot of it, so that it's like heavy impact, you know what I mean? And with some of the other guys, like all they need to do is just compromise a little bit, like just add a little bit of a South African flair there and there, and they'll start to see more of a result.
Because that's how they raised anyway.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's not to say, yo, now you must switch and be like fully like rapping in Zulu or whatever language, but it's like, yo, just like figure out to like speak to the people you're surrounded with the most. I mean, I had like with Activate, the first song, like that one went viral in like places like Russia and stuff, like got gang streams all over the world. But I was looking at my analytics and I was like, I live in South Africa, and South Africa is not even my top 50 countries listening to my music. That's what the situation I was in. So it was a situation, I'm not getting booked anywhere. If I am getting booked, they're not offering money. They're like offering like refreshments or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oranges, like soccer halftime.
Bro, like the clubs especially, is like, here's a vodka bottle. Like, yo, man, I got rent to pay, bro. Like, I'm gonna get drunk now, but then tomorrow I've got the same problem.
Wake up with the landlord in your face.
So, it's like, I had to figure out a way to like start moving in the right direction. And when I realized I dropped the Gqom song. And when I did that went viral, but it went viral in the wrong way for me, because guys were taking the video of me dancing and put their own song on it. Bro. So that was spreading everywhere on the internet. I'm like, yo, now people are tagging me, yo, Costa Titch, look at the views. I'm like, look at the views. As soon as I press play, it's another Gqom song. I'm like, no, bro, like, you know? So that was happening.
Oh man, you know what? I love the things that you're saying, because you're not a fool. You know what the wins are.
Yeah.
You know those are not wins. You know, and other people are gonna make those wins. You know, you're not a fool. You know, that's you like, nah, B.
Dog.
Once again, it's the white boy on social media. It's like Jaiba Mlungu on social media.
It's happening again, you know. And bro, but the comments are funny, bro. Some people would just say the weirdest things online, bro. And I'm just like, oh god. So like, but yeah, that basically like showed me the light of like, okay, you know what, you're onto something. You can definitely make it work here at home. Because, hey man, I was like this close to moving overseas. You know, I had 2 deals offered to me abroad in Los Angeles, and that was gonna be crazy, because it was like I was in this mentality of like, I'm blow up in like overseas, and then the South Africans will be like, now I'm ripping SA, you know. But I guess everything works out for a reason, you know.
How do you link up with Riky on the remix of Nkalakatha? I mean, he did a big plug for you. You see, I've been watching everything happening, but I mean, he did a big plug for you, and he was playing it in his Porsche the first time that I kind of heard it. So how does that build up to him? Clearly, you had a relationship with him already.
Yeah.
And how does AKA come in? How do all these things happen?
Well, okay, so Riky, like I backed up dance to him about 4 years ago. So we've known each other and followed each other over the years. I remember when I dropped Activate, the one I told about that went viral, he liked the post, and I was like so happy, like, yo, Rick just liked this post, you know. And then, excuse me, from there, we just like, you know, maintained the relationship. Like every time we see each other, greeting, you good, bro, away, you know, keep pushing, like, you know, that type of vibe. And then obviously, like I said, the conversation then happened by that gig with Riky, and he told me like, yo, like there'll come the right time where you make the switch. And then I was like, alright, cool, I hear you. And then that song came, like we made Nkalakatha, and then that's when like I was like, okay, I need to drop this, right? When I dropped it, I remember Creative Corner reposted my promo vid on their page, and then Riky saw it through there. He went crazy in the comments. Then he came to my page, and then he went crazy again. And then that was just like a shock for me at first. I was like, wow, okay, Riky really likes the song, you know. But like, most importantly, right now, the fans are like actually liking the song, you know. So that was like 2 days, first day or second day into the song drop. Next thing, he shared the video. I think it was like almost a week later, I put out another promo vid, and he shared it on his story. And he told, basically in the story, he was talking to me, but it was like for everyone to see. He was like, yo, summer is for the hustlers. Go out and hustle the gigs, hustle radio, hustle TV, you know, all of that stuff. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, okay, I bet, like, we're gonna get this work, you know. So he said that. I was like, thank you so much for the support. He's like, yo, man, don't sleep on the song, you know. I'm like, I bet. In between all of that, I got to a point where I realized, I was like, okay, boom, all I have right now is social media. Okay, and it's unfortunate, but we know how radio and TV work in South Africa. Like, you need the right plugger, you know. So I was like, nah. I put out a post on social media, and I told the fans straight up how it is. I'm like, guys, all I have is you. I don't have anything else right now. I don't have capital. Like, I'm broke right now. All I can do is go outside, shoot this video, put it out here, and you guys, if you share it, we can create enough noise. And when I did that, that created like now an extra buzz to the song. You know. From there, the chats with Riky got a bit more, and then he posted the video of him driving, listening to the song. And then after that moment, now all the fans are trolling me. Now they say, yo, Rick for the remix, Rick for the remix, for the remix. I'm just like, yo, how do I even like, you know, how do I approach you for this? You know? And then Riky hits me up, and he's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna help you get this stuff, get the song out onto like radio and stuff. I'm gonna help you get it there, you know. So I was like, that's crazy, you know. Now in that conversation, I was like, bro, I just want to ask you, would you like be down to do the remix? I'm getting trolled on my end, you know. And he's like he had like moments of like thinking about it, and he was like, alright, cool. Like send it through to me. Let me listen. At first it was like I'm not making promises. It was like let me hear if I can fit into the song, like with the instrumental first, and I'll get back to you. You know. So I sent it to him. From there we kept moving, kept the relationship going. Then he called me. He's like, yo, tonight I'm performing at the YFM concert. Do you want to come out? I'm like, of course. You know? So we pull up to the YFM gig. And at the YFM gig, boom, we bump into AKA. And AKA from like a distance, I was so shocked, bro. I'm standing talking to like the squad, whatever, I just hear from the back, Titch. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, AKA is calling me, you know, like all of this is crazy because like, you know, I've been seeing these guys like throughout the years, but like at the same time, right now, it's like, he's actually calling me right now for my music, you know? So I went there, had a conversation with him, and he just basically says to me, he's like, yo man, if you guys are working on a remix, hit me up. I'd love to be a part of it. So I was like, I bet, you know? So basically the few weeks that followed from there, we connected, I linked up with Riky in studio, we laced his verse. Riky even told me after lacing his verse, like, bro, drop it this week. I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work, you know? And then, cause you know, distribution takes time, you know? So I was like, alright, cool, took the vocals, we started getting the masters, then sent it to AKA put his vocals. And then even in that moment, it was just a whole nother experience alone, because it's like, in the product of my product, I have to deal with like, AKAs, like, because like, we gave him like 4 different renders, like we exported 4 times, sent it to him, and he was like, nah, fix this. And I'm just like, it was a lot of pressure, but like, even now, you can ask my gents, like, I still hasn't sunk in that like, this song is actually out for the people to hear right now, bro. Like, it's wild. Like,
it's amazing. I was cutting my hair yesterday, and I mean, I was just listening to some kids there. So I was with my son. So, you know, I don't think they even know who I am, you know. And they sitting there, 3 of them, and they talking about you, you know. They talking about how like how, you know, like the one goes, no, but he was already buzzing. You know, Rick and AKA, they jumped on him already buzzing. So, you know, he already, so they almost like, it's almost like barbershop talk, you know what I mean? But obviously they were customers and they were talking there. And, you know, I got my son there and I just hear them talking about you like, you know, like it's this, you like this phenom, you know what I mean? And I was like, that's dope, you know what I mean? I was like, that's dope, you know? So, look, I think you're touching more people than you can imagine, you know? And I think that like, you gotta be on that next, what's the next, you know, joint, you know what I mean?
We there, bro. That's the thing that's also irritating me right now, is because so many people on social media don't understand the business and what you're trying to do, you know. The fans are crying and saying, is this your only song? Or like the new fans, not my actual fans, like the new fans. Is this the only song you've got? And I'm like, guys, you need to really, like, understand that social media, I can post something now, in 2 minutes, you guys are tired of it. Versus getting on TV and radio, we have to reach.
It's like a 3-month process on its own. And once it sinks in, it's like another 3 months for everybody to go, we're tired of it. 6 months, right?
You know, so like that push alone is 2 different worlds, and like I'm trying to get them to understand. But if anything, all they need to know is that I'm making amazing music right now. I've got a crazy catalog of music, whether it be an album, an EP, just a single as a follow-up, we've definitely already got it. You know, now it's just a matter of at least letting the remix do what it needs to do before.
I think it's gonna be it's gonna be the festive song. We at Miller this weekend. They played it, and the crowd went crazy.
Wow.
You know, I mean, you're not there. They played it, and then there were dancers there who literally choreographed on the song. And then when it was a whole bunch of songs, and yours was one of the songs. But when they got it there, they were like, you know, really, really passionate. And I said, yo, you got the summer song in hip hop right now. You got the summer song right now. You know what I mean? You know?
It's crazy, man.
Yo, Titch, man. Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate your humility. I wish you all the luck, man. I hope that your peers are also listening and watching your moves, because you are definitely doing the work. You are definitely not like lax with this. You are definitely seeing the bigger picture, and you're seeing the importance of saying, yo, this is how I gotta move. This is where I gotta drop my songs. So whenever you do have anything, man, send it through to me. You got my dial. Just do whatever it is, we're always gonna support you. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much, bro.
You know?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Got you. Costa Titch out here. It is what it is, man. Nice one.
Broadcast live